in talking with Doris's coach, Nick Stenoff, he said that she really gained so much confidence when she broke through last year in the outdoor season. In the steeplechase in particular, always had good foot speed, but when they really started to hone in on her hurdling technique, she really put it all together. And then you have seen just so much momentum from that through cross country and here into the indoor track season.
Both Lemengule and Olomomoy, of course, from Kenya. 16 athletes on the track. These are the 16 fastest collegians in the country in 2025. They'll stay in these groups until they finish this second turn, then break for the pole, and we'll get a chance to see what kind of a pace we are setting. Championship racing is rarely record racing.
Amy Bunnage of Stanford up front. She was also in that fantastic, very fast record-setting field that was led by Doris Lemengule very early in the indoor season. She has her teammate Sophia Kennedy in this field as well. Doris Lemengule happy to kind of hang back a little bit and let this race unfold. She's really testing out the field, seeing where everyone is. She has a great kick, and look who she has right there with her, Hilda Olomomoy, who just gets a little bit tripped up there. We've seen a 72 seconds for that first 400, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of contact there with everyone well bunched up. But Coach Nick Stenoff, his command to Doris in this race coming in, trust yourself. I said, how do you want this to play out? He said, we have a plan A, a B, a C, a D. We've got the entire kitchen sink. I said, which one is best for Doris? Which one's ideal? He said, whichever it takes to get her out there on top and have her come through with the victory. Olomomoy is doing a great job in pursuit, and you know, one wild card in all of this is Peyton Noe, the SEC champion from Arkansas. She ran all by herself to set a meet record at 5,000 meters. So I'm really interested to see what she's able to do with some competition in this field. Seeing Sophia Kennedy do a great job of navigating through some traffic. Always really easy there to always spot New Mexico there with the turquoise top. That is turquoise tough, as they call it, in the championship type of efforts. And that is Pamela Kosgei, who is the 5th fastest performer in collegiate history. This is so stacked, as you have Lexi Holiday-Lowry doing a great job there, sitting in second as they just went through in 71.7 seconds.
So they're nicely spread out this time. It's a pretty honest pace. And we'll step aside for a moment to Dan with an update. All right, so we're back to the women's 5,000 meters where things have really ratcheted up. We are on collegiate record pace in the 5,000 with a little bit less than half of the race run.
And Amy Bunnage has been handling these lead duties since the very beginning. Now they've slowed it down to about 73 seconds after being right at 70 and 71 seconds consistently. I talked with JJ Clark yesterday about Amy Bunnage. She said she's just so poised coming into this meet, knows what she can do. She's essentially PR'd in almost every race that she has run this indoor track season, so she's doing a really great job. Had a very strong and consistent indoor competition season coming into this. You're seeing Doris Lemengule working her way up right there, and sitting in second, Lexi Holiday-Lowry. And I talked with Coach Diljit Taylor about Lexi, and it looks like maybe Amy Bunnage wants Lexi to jump up and share a bit of the lead duties. She said that Lexi really comes from more so of a strength side, more of that 5K and steeple type of background, but she has really gotten fast in training with teammate Riley Chamberlain. We've seen her foot speed just really develop, and that is going to serve her well in the field that she is in. And in talking about what the pace has been, Dwight, several coaches said they wanted this to be a more honest pace. They were looking for something no slower than about 15:10. Certainly far exceeded it to this point, as they are now on about 14:55 pace. So dropped from where they previously were with that aggressive pace that Amy Bunnage had set up front. Also one to watch, Pamela Kosgei of New Mexico has just been happy to hang out right there in third position and get pulled along to this point in the competition. She's been great in championship races. Doris Lemon-Golay really just biding her time, Dwight, because what we have tended to see when Doris makes the decision to go, it is tough for anyone to respond or hang with her.
So Bunnage continues to set the pace. Nobody trying to take those duties away from her. Lemon-Golay and Olomomoy have all been right about in this middle of this front pack of 9 or 10. Bunnage, Halliday, Lowry, then Kosgei, then Lemon-Golay, and then Olomomoy.
Now 74 seconds on that previous 400, so leaning to this being and shaping up to a kicker's style of finish. Certainly a number of athletes do have that type of speed, and that is why Nick Stenoff, in the times that we've seen Doris Lemon-Golay race this indoor season, he's wanted her to finish really hard, come out with a solid effort and focus on the way that she's able to close out these types of races. He said last season, the outdoor season, she really started to show that her racing and her competitiveness was on par with her ability. The talent has always been there. Now it's just been a matter of putting it all together. Looks like Amy Bunnage just stepped off the track.
Well, you can see the kinesio tape on her knee, and she had hammered the pace there in the first couple of kilometers, and there might have been something that didn't feel right, as now Kosgei is in the lead and doesn't want it as she moves out into lane 2. And they really have slowed down. Look at how much this pack has bunched up. This is really dangerous.
Peyton Noe, I would love to see Peyton Noe just get it up there and start to make everyone force the field to run with her. 40 seconds on that last lap. 77.5, that was nearly a screeching halt to the last 200 meters.
So the meet record, collegiate record are probably out the window unless somebody takes over and starts to hammer the pace away, and that would not be to their advantage. There is Bunnage off of the track. You can see her limping. And she just suddenly moved out and moved away, and that was it.
And her teammate, Sophia Kennedy, has stepped up to take over those lead duties. She won the ACC 3,000 meter, showcased some fantastic finishing speed. She joked after that it may have been her 400 meter PR that she ran to close out that race. She has been in this meet before. She ran on the Cardinal DMR last year at this meet. Coach Clark says that she's built great confidence over the last year, and it's a testament to her hard work and the fact that she is always pushing to get to that next level.
7 laps remaining, and it is a 9-runner pack there up in front. Still a little too tightly packed for anyone's comfort. You've got to have a place to put your feet. And Doris Lemon-Golay has run much of this race in the outside of lane 1 and partly in lane 2. There's Peyton Noe. She's right in it. And they've slowed the pace down to something that's a little bit more comfortable for her. Her personal best 15:11, and she broke that SEC meet record by a ton a couple weeks ago in College Station. So after a blistering first couple of kilometers and a pace that could challenge the meet and collegiate record, they've now slowed to a pace of 15:16. So it's really playing into the hands of those runners who have the best kick.
Peyton Noe has put herself in fantastic position right now. She is such a tenacious competitor. She's really a gamer. That's what her coaches say. They said you will get your money's worth out of Peyton every single time she steps on the track. Here comes Hilda Olomomoy. Talk about someone who is well-versed in championship racing scenarios. We've seen her do it indoors, outdoors, cross-country. She always puts herself into the thick of it. And now Pamela Kosgei is having to run way on the outside. The NCAA cross-country runner-up is having to navigate through some traffic as she seems eager to maybe want to try to settle in to this pack. This is anyone's race. This is going to be a wild last half mile.
Doris Lemengule has really slowed things down, which is why you see so much bunching in this pack, which is very dangerous. But no one seems to want to take it from her. 4 to go. That's just 800 meters remaining. And this is playing right into the hands of those with any kind of a kick left, and there's several in this pack, including Peyton Noe.
Now it's a 74-second 400 meters, so they've picked it up just a little bit. You see how wide athletes are having to run that extra distance to elude traffic and make any kind of moves as Peyton Noe makes the move up to the front.
This is sure different than the race she ran in College Station a couple of weeks ago. She was all by herself, way out front. Coming up with 3 laps remaining, it is Noe, Holiday Lowry at BYU. Lemengule is right there in the middle. Kosgei with a little stumble right there. And that allows Allie Upshaw to get into the mix. Olomomoy in the back of this chase pack, but it's still anybody's race. It looks like Holiday Lowry is already in sprint mode. Lemengule covers that move, as does Kosgei. Olomomoy needs to make a move. She's off the back of this lead pack with 2 laps remaining. Lexi Holiday Lowry, the senior from BYU, leading Doris Lemengule, the collegiate record holder.
69 seconds for that last 400. Dilgy Taylor said when she looks at Lexi Holiday Lowry, she can see in her eyes how badly she wants to win. Certainly, she is putting forth the best effort possible. This is going to be a fantastic finish as Doris Lemengule surges to the front at the bell.
But Lexi Holiday Lowry not giving up. You can see her still just struggling to stay in contact. Pamela Kosgei there starting to get gapped a little bit. Allie Upshaw now 4th. We're starting to lap runners. Lemengule looks back, the wrong shoulder, realizes that Holiday Lowry's on her right shoulder. Now who has the better sprint speed this last 50? It looks like the collegiate record holder does. Doris Lemengule of Alabama wins it with a blistering last 4 laps. 31 seconds for the final 200, 64 seconds for the final 400. She had to work for that.
Trust yourself was the mantra. Trust herself, she did. Coach Nick Stenoff said, cover every move. Go and be special yet again. With the stakes at their highest, Doris Lemengule has been special. This is one of the toughest races we have seen her in, one of the closest finishes. Going back to the very beginning of this indoor season. Look at the challenge from Lexide Holiday Lowry. The strain from Doris Lemengule as she digs deep. Look at the power of Holiday Lowry to charge to the finish line. Lemengule manages to have just enough to fend off that final surge, and you can see that relief says it all. How about that crowd too? Just bringing them into the finish. What a fantastic and absolutely spectacular finish to that race, with Lemengule winning another NCAA championship.
Is this the fastest 200 meters you've ever run?
I guess. Yes, probably.
Okay, so you run a lot by yourself. What was it like to be in this race? So many women, so close for so long.
Coming to this race, I thought everyone is like speedy like me, and I was like, now I have to hang on with them, and yeah, the last 800 and maybe 400, I have to move, you know, because everyone is like competitive. I was like, yeah, wherever happens, and yeah, I'm happy for that today. It was so tough race, but I'm so happy for that.
You were first across. Doesn't matter how it goes. A champion again. Congratulations. Doris Lemengole, champion at 5,000 meters.
Oh, thank you so much, and I'm so much happy for my fans out there supporting me, and yeah, proud of you all. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. You got it tied for us?
Yes, roll tide always.
There you go. Roll Tide, always upstairs.